All right. So I'm a little bit late on this, but I just wanted to pitch in my thoughts on this. Um, Trump has admitted behind closed doors that COVID-19 is not that big of a deal. I would play the audio, but I'm pretty sure you guys are already familiar with it if you um, tend to keep up with the news a lot, especially. Um, And yeah, well, he lied about it. He said it was worse than the flu. He said, it might be airborne. He kind of said a lot of things. Before I continue, excuse me for the image. I don't know why the image is really blurry. Um, when I downloaded it, it was, I don't know, it did not look like this, but I'm not going to really waste my time on anything that's insignificant. So he lied about COVID. And I feel like that's kind of the definition of what authoritarianism is. You have a control over, you control the facts. People trust you to control the facts and display them. Um, I feel like that's authoritarianism. It kind of reminds me how every right winger likes to quote, what was the author's name? The writer of 1984, um, George Orwell. Yeah. George Orwell, and how like he who controls the past controls the future is pretty much the same. He who controls facts controls, what's to happen. Well, Donald Trump controlled, um, and I'm sorry if you hear anything in the background, controlled statistical or statistics, I guess, or I don't know. He just downplayed COVID. Like there's no. I guess that's the most simplest way to put it. Excuse me. Um, and I don't know, like it makes me think about a lot. One thing that it makes me tend to think a lot about is the fact that I was trying to look for an image so I can show you guys, but I could not. But that one like statistic that shows, or like that one graph that shows, the COVID cases under when the CDC were taking in the COVID cases, they were going at a high exponential rate. Meanwhile, under the Trump administration or the White House, um, it was starting to like level out more, or it was still increasing, but not as exponential as the CDC had it. Part of me now knows that they were lying. They were lying. And I know the CDC tends to over exaggerate. That's not a joke. I mean, I well, like, well, they actually also under, I don't know, because when Dr. Fauci said masks don't work, that was kind of a case against, yeah, I don't know. I mean, I'd rather have a doctor lie and over exaggerate. But the lie is at least about, keeping you safe, making sure that people don't do stupid things, blah, blah, blah. Compared to whereas Trump, he didn't want to cause a panic. Um, I, I part of me thinks that he says that and actually feels good about himself. Like he says that and thinks like his people are too stupid, um, to the point where they will panic. Like, of course, people are gonna panic. Of course. I mean, there's a lot of things to panic about. Like, will you still be getting paid for your job? Will you still be like, what about domestic at home violence? There's a lot of things that need to be talked about. And yeah, like I mean, a panic is gonna make sense, but it has to be really controlled. That's why you, as the president, have to, when you say, okay, this is, we have COVID-19, it's very serious. Pretty much say what you said behind closed doors. You have to just do that in a controlled manner. You have to, make sure everyone feels calm. You know, because they can feel calm and not know anything, but that would be worse than them feeling calm, maybe a little bit worried, but at least having the facts that it's more deadly. I'd rather have a doctor or I don't know, a group of scientists over exaggerating what COVID is rather than Donald Trump telling all of America that it's not that big of a deal. I really would. Um, I think this is a really I I don't know. I thought he genuinely believed that it was not a big deal. I genuinely believe that because everyone in right wing circles, they seem like they believed it. Now there was an occasional time where you can probably find a right winger guy, and they still go on with their script that, oh yeah, COVID's just a hoax. Um, that's just bullshit. There's no other way to say it. Um, and nothing pisses me off more than the fact that there were so many unnecessary deaths, and some people died thinking that COVID was a hoax, and that was thanks to Donald Trump. That was thanks to him. And we had many right wing political commentators just echo what he said, show that pointless unity that damaged a lot of what was supposed to keep us healthy.